Hi, I'm Natalie.
And I'm Katrina.
And welcome back to our channel.
Today we're going to be making Mitarashi dango, which is basically dango with a sweet soy glaze.
This recipe is really easy and super beginner friendly, so anybody can make it.
Now let's get started. So the ingredients for the actual dango is super simple. We're going to be doing a 50-50 mix of, so this is white rice flour and this is glutinous rice flour. And we're also going to need a little bit of lukewarm water. Okay, and then for the glaze, it's again pretty simple. We're going to need potato starch, just a little bit. We're going to need some soy sauce, Mirin, which is a Japanese staple ingredient, as well as some sugar. First, we're going to be doing 50 grams of regular white rice flour mixed with 50 grams of glutinous rice flour mixed with 90 milliliters of lukewarm water. Okay. And then first we're going to start mixing it with a spoon, but soon I'm just going to start using my hands.
So we finished mixing, and this is what the consistency is like. It's pretty stiff, but it's still pretty soft. So make sure beforehand you wash your hands and you regularly wash your hands, because there's going to be a lot of dust and it's going to show on the actual dango and it's going to look really gross.
All right, so let's grab like around this much and roll.
We're gonna re-roll them right before we put them in so it boils round. When you do this and you put it on a surface, it's gonna just go flat because of the texture of the dango. So we managed to make around 13 balls.
It's supposed to do it's supposed to do 4 sticks of 3.
So while we were rolling the dangos, we got the boiling water ready. And now that we're done rolling, we're gonna go ahead and put the dango into the boiling water. So we have the boiling water ready, and we have all the dangos right here. Right before we plop them in, we're gonna just re-roll them to get the shape and plop it in like as quickly as we can.
All right, let's get started.
And you want to leave the dangos in until it floats up to the surface, and then you wait 1 minute after that.
No, it stuck to my hand and it gets all like
Nobiru.
Yeah, because I was doing that thing and then I was like, yo, this is kind of round. Which is why I do like using vegetables.
So as you can see, some of them are starting to float up, so we're just gonna wait a minute or so to take them out.
So I'm just gonna time about a minute and it should be good. Although I do want to kind of wait until most of them are risen.
While we're waiting for this to float up, we're gonna go ahead and prepare an ice bath.
So as you can see, this is just an ice bath, and this is really good for right after taking them out, just to put them in this so that they can cool down.
So we've let it sit for at least a minute.
So I'm gonna scoop them out and put them in the ice bath. Very cute.
So not all of them are gonna turn out as nice, but that comes with practice. So normally you would use skewers that are kind of like meant for dango, and they're a lot shorter than these ones. But we could only find these at our store, like our local supermarket, so this is what we got.
And I'm all for just using what you have. So yeah, this is what we have, and we're gonna start skewering them.
So you kind of just wanna find similar dangos that kind of look the same, and group those together and put them on a stick. Alternatively, you can also use a toothpick and just make, sticks of 2 or something.
But I don't want to do that, so we're gonna be going big today.
All right.
All right. yeah, it's kind of something like this. So there we have it. We have 4 sticks of 3 dango, and now we're just gonna pan fry them because that's elevation. So we're gonna be oiling the pan a bit. So what you're just gonna do is you're gonna place them on just to give them a little bit of a toasting.
It would definitely be easier with shorter sticks, but
yeah, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I don't even know if that applies. I didn't beg for these sticks. I bought them at like the dollar store. You kind of just want like a nice brown on them. Give a little bit of extra texture.
So we're starting off with 1/4 tablespoon of potato starch.
Yep. And we're having sugar, 1 tablespoon. We're gonna mix 1 tablespoon of mirin, which is a Japanese condiment. It's a really staple ingredient of ours. It's a bit like a sweet alcohol almost, cooking alcohol. And then 1/2 tablespoon we're gonna use of soy sauce. Usually I wouldn't use this dark soy sauce, but this is all I have in my house. So it's gonna turn out a little bit darker than we're used to, but that's okay because again, use what we have. 2.5 tablespoons of water. So that's 1, 2, 1/2 tablespoon.
So we already went ahead and flipped them and we actually burnt them a little bit. That's
Just
okay.
here. But these parts look really yummy, so I think that's good. I think I'm just gonna cut this part off maybe because of the carcinogens. Or we could just eat them because, ow, you only live once.
But yeah, toast them to your liking and how crispy that you want it. And when you're ready and when you're done, just take them off the frying pan and start with the Mitarashi glaze.
Yes.
I'm gonna pour in our prepared ingredients into a pot. I have the pot on medium. And you just wanna keep stirring it. And we wanna keep stirring until the sauce starts to thicken. You can see it bubbling up a little bit. So as you can see, it's starting to thicken up quite a bit. And at this point, it's gonna be based on preference on how thick you want your glaze to be. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat now. And just stir for the rest of the time before it cools down. So after it's cooled down a little bit off of the heat, this is the consistency that we like. So we are gonna go ahead and put the glaze all over our toasted dangos.
Yep, so you don't really, it's all preference up to this point, but I like to keep mine's pretty glazed. I like a lot of glazing.
Again, keep in mind, it doesn't normally look this dark. It's just because we used dark soy sauce, because that's all we have.
I like to kind of roll it around too. I almost like to do like a little type thing to get it all coated. Do you like a lot of glazing on yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, so get it all glazed around. It's such a nice rich color though, even though it's a little bit weird.
So yeah, you can go ahead and coat it to your liking. We like a lot of Mitarashi sauce on it, so we're gonna go ahead and drench it in the sauce.
Ooh, that's nice. Yum, yum. All right.
So this is our finished product. It looks a little bit messy, guys, but we can vouch for the flavor. Okay, so this is our finished product. We're gonna do a taste test now.
All right, kanpai.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Mmm.
The crunch.
The crunch. Good.
The crunch makes all the difference.
It really does, guys. I highly recommend you go ahead and toast these before you put the glaze on.
Like so many recipes I see other people do, they just put like a raw, like just cooked mitarashi into sauce, which is fine. but the crunch just elevates it.
And if you go to Japan and you go and buy dangles, they're usually a little bit crunchy. Not the supermarket ones. Like if you actually go to a proper store.
There's one where they put it around a fire, and then right before they give it to you, they glaze it. And sometimes I like using the dark soy sauce. It gives a different type of flavor almost.
Good.
Yeah, I like it.
That's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications.
Let us know if you try this recipe or if you want us to do some other recipes. Give us all the ideas.
We hope you guys give this a try and like it just as much as we do.
Because it's really good and you guys have to try this.
Bye bye!
Bye bye!